The Development Bank of Jamaica, DBJ, facilitates economic growth and development across all sectors and includes all Jamaicans regardless of their socio-economic strata. The DBJ has introduced a variety of programs and has seen Jamaican innovation on many levels. But how impactful have these programs been? Today, we catch up with DBJ to get an update on the development of Jamaican businesses. Hi, I'm Shaquille Rochester Shorter and welcome to Finance Matters. Joining us today is the Program Manager for Boosting Innovation, Growth and Entrepreneurship Ecosystem, BIGEE, at the DBJ, Mr. Christopher Brown. Remember to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow the Ministry of Finance on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and now TikTok to see all the episodes and highlights. Mr. Brown, thank you for coming on our program today.
It's my pleasure.
All right, so I remember in 2021, DBJ launching the BIGEE program. Can you provide us with an update now?
Okay, sure. Thanks again for having me. So the BIGEE program is really a DBJ's program in supporting entrepreneurship in Jamaica. It's really from a loan from the IDB, and we recently got some additional money from the European Union as a grant towards running the program. So the program is really about supporting innovation and entrepreneurship. We recognize that businesses are at different stages. So you have people who are in the idea stage who just want to work through whether this idea makes sense. You have people who already have a business and they're trying to find out how they can grow it, how they can get into new markets, maybe offer new products. And then you have some more established firms who really want to get much bigger. So we've designed the BIGEE program to support all these different businesses at the different stages of their life. And that's by providing grants as well as technical support, so helping them to get markets, giving them coaching, mentorship, running them through specific training programs so that they can really run businesses better.
So how long is BIGEE going to last? Is it an ongoing program? Will it end? Tell us about that.
Right, so it's really two programs in one. It's expected that we will end the program in 2027. One part of it may end in 2025. But it's an ongoing program. We are trying to support as many entrepreneurs as possible. Also just the ecosystem, right? So you have people who are business people who are running businesses. We have grants and technical support to help them. You have institutions who are really set up to provide training, guidance, mentorship. We are also trying to improve the quality of those institutions that serve businesses as well. And then, ecosystem entrepreneurship is about a community, right? So community building is something that we're doing. So we have a number of workshops, webinars, we have some networking events that put people together, because if people don't feel comfortable working with each other, then entrepreneurship really won't thrive in the country.
I believe so. I see you recently on Facebook and Instagram talking about the Patent Grant Fund. What is that?
Okay, so we recently launched really the second cohort of our Patent Grant Fund, which is really saying inventors who have new ideas or inventions are able to access grant money up to 4 million Jamaican dollars.
4 million?
Yes, towards registering and protecting their inventions, which is filing a patent. So they're able to use the money to do that locally as well as in other jurisdictions, countries in the world. So if you have a product and you want to go into the United States, the best thing for you to do is to protect it by filing a patent so nobody can steal it or use it for their own gain. So that's what we're encouraging, that people who have these brilliant ideas have come up with new things that the world has never seen for them to protect them in the different countries that they want to operate in.
And since we're on the topic of patent, can you tell me of a Jamaican patent that people may know that is out there?
Right, so one that I don't think many people are aware of, but I think we all know about it, is, so Devon House Bakery does these patties. They're not the traditional shape as we're used to.
I'm very familiar with them.
Right, this is square folded pack.
Yes.
That design of a patty is actually patented by them. So as you probably recognize that you've never seen another patty in that shape being sold commercially. They own the design patent that is around that particular product. And I'm sure because of that, they have been able to charge more for their patties, given its unique design and filling and so forth. So that's a Jamaican-owned patent that exists here.
But before we go, Mr. Brown, can you tell us 3 things that we should know about BIGEE, or we can look forward to coming out of the DBJ?
Okay, so the BIGEE program has many different programs for entrepreneurs. The ones that I make mention of now, we recently identified some firms under our Innovation Grant Fund. That particular product, businesses can get up to 20 million Jamaican dollars towards exploring an innovation, which is some new product or service that they're bringing to the market or to the world. We also have our Patent Grant Fund, which I mentioned that we launched. So we're encouraging all inventors, whether you're part of the Innovation Awards, if you are part of NCST, if you are in the universities, even if you're just at home and you have an invention that doesn't exist in the world, we want to help you to protect that so that you can ultimately make some money from it, right? Because it is about business activity. We also have our Ignite program, which is for our smaller companies. So the ideas companies who are in the idea phase. So you just have an idea and you want to try and test it, develop some type of prototype. That particular product we offer up to 7 million Jamaican dollars as a grant towards running that program. So those are 3 programs that BIGEE has operated. We've been running since we launched in 2021. It tends to be on a cyclical basis, so every year we put out a call and ask for applications to come in. So as I mentioned, the Patent Grant Fund is now open, and the 4th thing I'd add to it is we have a product called the Jamaica Business Fund, which is really for supply chains or clusters to benefit from. So we're offering up to 45 million Jamaican dollars as a grant for the group to be able to access to do things related to improving their productivity, primarily for them to get into the export market or for them to do some kind of import substitution. So how I'll explain it is, if you have a group of firms, companies like yourself, let's say you're in IT services, and you see an opportunity in Trinidad that if both of you, all of you come together, 4 or 5 of you come together, you guys can take advantage of that opportunity. We are willing to provide up to $45 million as grant resources to help improve the product that you're offering and to help you to get into that market. And we're just encouraging all business people to look out for DBJ's opportunities.
So, Mr. Brown, with all these great opportunities, where can Jamaicans apply?
Okay, so you can visit our website, which is thinkbigee.com with 2 E's at the end, so thinkbigee.com. And all of the grant opportunities that we have, all the programs that we run are outlined there. I'll also want to encourage people to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Let's Dream Big JA, because again, the BIGEE program is around encouraging businesses to dream big so that they can grow their business.
Mr. Brown, all I can hear is the DBJ has some money and they're willing to give it to companies to grow them. Is that so?
That's correct. Responsibly though, we want to see them grow. That's the main objective.
Nice. So on that note, thank you for coming on our program today.
You're most welcome.
And thank you for joining us on this episode of Finance Matters. Remember to follow us on social media at MOF Jamaica and tune in next week as we continue to demystify the economic and fiscal policies and initiatives implemented by the government to empower Jamaicans as we chart a path to Jamaica's economic prosperity.